life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up and spoke.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. They find some open field here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at the 20. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the left side, Gallup's got him. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. When no was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen on the move to his left. Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there. And the deep
Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Pollard going to try the right side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's Hines. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. For one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Allen off the play fake. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
After the sack on first down, Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5 days stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The word in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The man in motion is Brown. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll send Hilton in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action now, Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Couple of Alabama guys there, two in a waddle for the Miami first.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. No score after one on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Okay. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Wilson snags it left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. And cycle.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Now Hill to return it. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready. Check right. Cheetah.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Catch made right side by Wilson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Final play of the half. Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He completes it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready. It looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Noah Brown, 45 yards.
And the Cowboys strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 22.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they used the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
The two are going to try and throw for it. A quick throw, but incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Throwing on second down. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott now, rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
47. Under. Everybody kill. Over 154, right in.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Hey, kill. 47. We're going to 53.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Play action now. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. 47. Here we go, 46, 47. Here we go, kill.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Kill. 47.
And again, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now Dak.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Prescott. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.